Some new data we got today shows a brewing Super El Niño developing by this fall and is even expected to play a major role in shaping this winter across the United States. Kiyana Lewis is here with this update, plus what this could mean for some travel, Kiyana. I mean, the El Nino, it makes a big impact on the best places to go and also the worst.
It really does. And we have that list of the best and worst places to go. If you're already thinking about Thanksgiving, Christmas travel, this El Nino outlook, it may help you decide where you want to have, the best places in terms of packing maybe an umbrella, or where it may be a little bit easier for you to travel. So we have that worst place over there list, and we'll talk about those in depth along with the best places, of course, as well. So let's kind of dive into what we're looking at so far with the El Nino. This is a look at some of the new updates, right? This El Nino is one of the strongest phases of the climate phase as we go through the next couple of months. And really what has changed on this list is this number here, 97% chance that the El Nino will persist right into the earlier half of spring. Now we know that between now and spring, we still have fall and winter. So looking at that aspect of it all, when we look at the El Nino strength, it continues to get into that super category all the way through at least January. And what that means is that we could start to see a lot of those impacts here at home right through the end of the year. Here's how a typical El Nino really looks. We have historically that stronger Pacific jet stream that will allow storms to ride along the southern tier of the country. And those storms could be a little bit more wetter across the southeast, a little bit more cooler in some of those areas too. So that, of course, is going to dictate what your season looks like for the fall and the winter. We go through the outlooks through the next couple of months or so and notice that across the southeast tier of the country, it is likely above average in terms of the precip well into the spring. So if you're heading to an area like, let's say, New Orleans, topping that list, right? It may not be the best place to travel. And I'm going to show you why historically in terms of numbers, because El Nino definitely does play a big role in how much rain a city like New Orleans could see. On average, we see about 22 inches of rain. That's the average precip. With the Super El Nino, we could see around 33 inches of rain. So that's an additional almost foot of rain across New Orleans. Now, I know that you're thinking, okay, Kiyana, these are numbers, right? This really doesn't impact me when it comes to the Christmas travel and going to NOLA. Let's just say you have a flight going to New Orleans and it's raining a little bit more. We're talking about an additional 5 days of rain across New Orleans. So that may not be the best place to travel. Now I'm going to show you where the best place to travel, San Juan, Puerto Rico, not for the beaches, but because of the actual opportunities for rain. It's limited with an El Nino in place. We know that that's going to completely change the trajectory of how much rain we see, the tropical elements. We don't really see a lot of storms with the El Nino because of those strong wind shears, opportunities across parts of the Atlantic. And we actually start to lose the amount of days of rain on average across parts of Puerto Rico. So, of course, this is another look for that El Nino. This is the Euro model. This is what NOAA used to put out their new updates for today. The Atlantic, the Caribbean, extremely dry, which is why an area like Puerto Rico would be a better place to travel than, say, that list over there across the worst places. But we're going to dive into all of these different areas, right? I want to make sure we get your spot, where you should go, where you shouldn't go over the next couple of weeks or so. And of course, we're going to continue to watch those increased rain chances for the southeast, for parts of the northeast, what that means for your winter. Babe, we're going to tackle it all as folks are thinking ahead of time for their fall and their winter.